Okay, so we're gonna go see the garden, see how that project's going. And as you can see, we have a lot of grass to cut, and we haven't been able to do it because we didn't have a mower and we had to do it by hand. But now we just got a mower, and now there's no excuse.
I cut it yesterday.
So anyway, I was gonna say, I'm working on a fence. We're gonna put a fence, and I'm working on those sticks on the ground, putting those on the ground, and then I have one there, and then have the other one on the other side. You can't really see, but anyway, here's the garden. So
we were weeding it yesterday. We gotta pick up all the weed and put down more hay and newspaper. But we got tomatoes over there, homegrown, watermelon. These are beans, peppers, beans. In between here, you've got world's largest radishes, I think. That one's still small, but we've got some Mondo radishes in here. Sunflower. Cucumber up here. Should be growing on the trellis. They're a little small still, but here's one that's growing up. So they'll be growing both towards over the trellis and on and around the sunflowers. And we have bean and rosemary. A tip, rosemary. If you notice these beans, they don't have any holes on them. No holes. No bugs come and eat the beans because of the rosemary. If you go and you see on the new patch over there, you're gonna notice holes. So yesterday we were cleaning it up and fitting it out. We gotta plant some rosemary.
What is that right there?
This is corn and zucchini. Zucchini. Squash. There they come. This, I have to cut it because there aren't any male flowers, but we're gonna have this for breakfast. This is calabacita on the side, but there's nothing gonna happen to it because there aren't any male flowers. The male flowers are just a stem and a flower, and there aren't any yet. So, se están adelantando. And corn, and we have a little grapevine here that should be growing by next year. Right there she goes. And so beans and
Beans. Wow.
so we were working on it, but yesterday we thinned them out. We gotta clean it all up again every once a week or so. You gotta clean it up. And then we have green beans. This is actually pretty cool. If you ever get a chance to plant this is nasturtium. This is an edible flower.
How is it called?
Nasturtium. Hopefully we get to, I don't know what it is in Spanish, chin something. Hopefully it gets to grow high, but this is actually it tastes like radish. It's a peppery flower. You can actually eat it. And it's really good spice. And it should grow up like that. Then we have tomatoes and green beans. Green beans help tomatoes, tomatoes help the green beans. I don't know how, but they do. Basil, your basil makes your tomatoes taste really good. This is called companion planting, companion gardening. These are tomatoes from the store. This is what happens when you get them from the store.
I would call it like a multicultural society.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you grow them at home. This is from Robert Weed. This is from the lady at Robert Weed. This is pretty good. That's an heirloom.
Oh, it's already so big.
That was huge. They're flowering.
Where are the other ones?
Which ones?
Tomatoes?
These are, I don't know what kind they are, but they're different types.
Look at that small tomato plant.
These are from the store.
And look at this monster
Myers.
right here.
And that's homegrown, so is this one. Homegrown
Darn.
from seed. They get started right and they get fed properly, and that's what you get. Look at that last one over there. So, and then these are green beans. I just say that right in the middle. So then we go over here. Oh, we have oregano and salvia, which is sage planted all throughout that. We have flowers in here, so we don't cut too much of this. Flowers keep the bugs away. Onion, big bulb onion. They're going really nice. Potato, Atlantic, Rhodes, and some other type. Somebody was here, as you can tell. I
Somebody.
don't know if you can notice, but these are peas. These are nice, sweet peas. Nice, fresh for harvest. Big peas. And corn. Peas and corn. This is really, it really came in here. The peas.
What? Oh, that's corn right there, isn't
This is
it?
corn. Yeah,
It's
somebody was
big
here.
already.
Somebody.
Somebody maybe like a deer or something? No,
a
deer would have.
dog. Dog. Big fat rabbit. Live over there. In between the corn, we have more peas. Down here. The peas return the nitrogen to the corn. The corn loves nitrogen. Corn grows very well. We have some unwanted guests feeding on the corn.
What is that?
Caterpillar of some sort. Big one, looks like. I don't want to use or pesticide, or I don't want to, but it looks like we might have to. Just because they're getting pretty bad. As you can see over there on the potato, the beetles ate through a lot of it. But so far it's organic, organically grown. No pesticide use, no nothing, but
And this is the stuff that we get from the chickens, right?
this is what happens
Sandy?
when you don't use anything.
This hay?
Yes, that's from the chickens.
That's hay that has basically poop in it.
Right. Well, we did this hay was laid down almost a month ago, or yeah, a month and a half ago. But this is what happens when you don't use anything. You get animals chewing off your stuff. See? You notice? All got holes in it. But they're doing okay. They should be able to survive. I mean, they're growing, they're flowering. Probably harvest some of that because it's getting blight. This is blight. And you don't want that to go to the rest of your plants. Some potato varieties are resistant to it and some are not. Pick and choose. We got more. I think these are green beans over here, pole beans growing. Pole beans growing. We have morning glories growing there too. So the plants help each other. Plants help us. Chicken poop helps the plants. And we eat the chicken. There you have it.
Okay, so there it is. This is the garden. I'll tell you what, it makes a difference. It looks a lot different than 2 weeks ago. Everything seems to be growing fast now.
All we need is the fish
Yeah.
emulsion. And
Which is
it'll
going to be
get
that
bigger.
way up there where that shed for the chickens is. That's where we're going to put the aquaponic system, which is going to obviously have fish. And I'm thinking about trout maybe, or tilapia. And we're going to have grow beds, and you know, the system there is very interesting because you don't need to use a lot of water. The water that the fish, you know, the water that you would have to clean with expensive systems or biological filters, that water you just feed it to the plants, and basically the plants love that, which is ammonia basically, and the water is filtered by the plants. But we're not done with that project. As I told you in my other video, I only have the tanks right now. I only have the tanks and the plan, and this should be done in about a month, I'm thinking. And then from then on, we have to just start it and make sure that fish are good, the plants are good, and everything works good. And this is my son. He's learning the labor and the skills.